Howdy y'all, you got the Bulldog on the channel. I wasn't going to film this because it was supposed to be just a quick, easy, done deal type deal. I'm about 3 hours into quick and easy right now, and I'm not thrilled. If you could see that. I got back to working on this basket cased Mustang, and there's a story behind it that I'm not going to go into, but it's an 84 Fox body. The front end is a 95 GT. I don't know what the back end's out of, but it had something happen that I've never seen it before in my life. Prop valve was bad. It had no brakes. And I pump it up and I could crack the lines on top of the prop valve and get fluid, but I couldn't get anything out of the bottom at all. Okay, well, I had to get a prop valve. You know, I wrapped on it and everything. Nothing happened. Well, we kind of discussed it, and about that time, I had another Fox body come in. We did some work to it. The engine was shot in it. He says, well, I'm going to buy a parts car. Okay. Hey, you mind if we pull some parts off of it after we get yours done? Yeah, it's no problem. Let me know and we'll work it out. Okay, that'll work. And then we waited and waited and waited. And then the parts car, I don't know what the deal was. Yeah, there was, price discussions and all that with the person he was buying it from. But anyway, it took 6 months to get here or more. And this customer called up finally and he says, just buy whatever you need to buy. I want it done so that I can run it before wintertime because you can't drive this thing on slick. Okay. That next day, the parts car showed up. Okay, well, we'll just go out there and rob them parts off the parts car. And I look, it's the wrong one. God dang it. All right, well, what do I get? Do I get it for this car? Well, it's had the whole subframe changed in the front. Well, I don't, and I looked at the back, it's got disc in the back, which I don't think they had in 84, so I thought, why am I screwing around with it? He said to go ahead and get new parts, so I did. I bought an adjustable proportioning valve, as you see right there. So I got the front brakes hooked up, and then we'll adjust the back brakes, and we'll be good to go. I go to put it on there, and well, I got to do a little bit of engineering to it. I had to, one line, the rear line was supposed to come in the bottom, and it comes in the front instead. So I had to put a little, put a union on it and put a little short line to get it up around into the front. Then the rear reservoir line was the wrong size. It's 3/16 down there, and it was 1/4 inch on the old one with a 3/16 line. So I had to get a new line and flare it and put a 3/16 fitting down there on that. This line back here had an adapter, so I used it. And I get it all done, and we go to bleed, and I'm on the right front and just pumping and pumping and pumping. My daughter's in there pumping away, and I finally start to get just out of the right front line, and then nothing at all. I'm like, well, shoot. I come over here to the left, it squirts everywhere. All right, well, it bled out, and whenever I popped it loose, she says, oh, there we go. What? It dropped whenever you did that. So, as you can see, I get down there and I break the line loose that goes over to the right side out of the bottom of this thing, the hardest one to get to. And she hits the brake and it squirts fluid everywhere. Son of a... maybe I screwed up. Maybe I didn't route the thing right or whatever. The stinking lines go up and then around to the left side and then clear across, and there's the union that goes to the rear. So I took it loose there and I blew air back up into the line, and it came gurgling out of the master cylinder. All right, I know that that's the rear line. I knew it before, but I'm sure of it now. You can't blow any air through the line that goes over to the right front. None. Either way. I would have thought that the hydraulic pressure of the brakes should blow anything out of it, but it's too full of air because the freaking engineers that built this are smarter than I am, and they decide that you're going to bleed air out with the line 6-8 inches higher than the master cylinder. This is why nobody likes you. Anyway, I've tried blowing air through it. I had the line off of the hose over here and had her pumping away on it, pumping away, thinking maybe whatever is in it, there's be enough hydraulic pressure that we could blow it out. No. I'm going to end up putting a line over to the right side. It's going to be fun because, you know, everything is in the way, but I've fought it already for this part for probably an hour and a half, screwing around, not fixing it. So I guess I'll spend whatever time it takes to fix it. Just figured I'd pop on here and describe that one to you, because that is something I have never seen. I have never seen a brake line plug up, a metal line. It's one piece. There's no unions from there to there. Whatever plugged up in the proportioning valve got shoved down into the line, and it is somewhere from left to right. If I did something stupid like bled some air out of it and then just pumped the heck out of it and blew it out the right side, yeah, I might get some time out of it, but did I get it all? I'll never know. And the last thing I want is to have a comeback with a brake hanging up because something was in the line and then it lodged in there, and you can put some power through it and then it won't release the brake because it's plugged up. So I'll just put a new line on it. I've got line inside. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. I'll talk at you later.